So I had a question on what kind of animals I have. This is one of them. He's my boxer. His name is Lucky. We rescued him from the Humane Society on my birthday, I want to say, 4 years ago. And he was due to get put to sleep within 2 hours. So if I hadn't bought him and rescued him, he would have been put to sleep. So that's how he came up. Don't eat the grass, Lucky. That's how we came up with the name Lucky. Parker actually named him. And as you can see, he's a really happy, healthy, happy-go-lucky dog. So we're very, very happy to have him. And I encourage you guys to go to your local Humane Society and check it out. And yeah, you could save a dog's life just like Lucky here. And we are so happy to have him be part of our family. And he's such a good dog. And it took us a while to get him back to good health, but through patience, it all worked out and didn't really cost a lot, just a lot of patience and hard work to get him back to where he should be. Hey guys, so a little bit ago I recorded a clip of my dog playing in the backyard, and I thought I would give you a little bit of a backstory on how we wound up with him and what he was like when we got him, and why I push for adoption when it's possible. About, I want to say it was 4 years ago. It could have very well been 5 years ago. I'm unsure of that, but it was my birthday, and my husband asked me what I wanted, and I said I really wanted a dog. So, he asked what kind, and I said, really, I don't have a breed in mind, but I wanted to go to the Humane Society to take a look and see what they had there and see if there was any good matches for our family. And so we went over there, and there was all sorts of dogs, and it kind of depends on the area that you live in, what kind of dogs there's going to be. Like when we lived in the Midwest, it was basically all lab mixes and things like that. And I did, at one point in time, a long time ago, have an English Bulldog that we had adopted from a Humane Society. She was a bit older when we got her, and she was obviously used for just a breeding dog. But she was such a sweet dog. And since she has passed away from old age, so we went to the Humane Society just to kind of see what kind of dogs they had there, and they had all different kinds of dogs. A ton of pit bull mixes, which I just wasn't 100% sold on. I'm not saying they're bad dogs. I just think sometimes it's people who raise them on how they are. But anyway, there was, I want to say 3 different boxers there. And some of them looked really, really good. And for some reason, I stopped at this dog's cage. And I felt so bad for him. He was basically skin and bones when we got him, when I'm talking about Lucky. And he wasn't able to stand independently. The longest he could stand was maybe for like a minute and a half before he would kind of fall over. He was very, very weak, and he was no longer eating. He, I believe, had forgotten how to eat. And he had sores all over his body from like laying all the time because he wasn't able to stand, and he didn't have any meat on his bones to protect his body. So for some reason, it was just, he was tugging at my heart. And I am so glad he did, because we did end up adopting him on my birthday. And we took him home. And it was a long, trying couple months. I'll put it that way. It was really, really hard to get him to relearn how to eat and to trust us. He was a very skittish, scared dog when we got him. I have no idea exactly what his past was like or how he wound up at the Humane Society, but obviously it wasn't a good one. Anyway, he did start eating. What we ended up doing, I would heat up his food, and I would put the sauce stuff on it and pretty much spoon feed him for the first while. And then we had to teach him how to eat dry dog food, which is really, really difficult. But he finally got around to doing it after, I want to say, maybe 4 or 5 weeks. We got him on dry dog food, and he started getting some more energy, gaining a little bit of weight, and he was able to stand and all that kind of stuff. So after all that said and done, he did end up making a full recovery. And he does not have any health problems that we're aware of now. And he is a really, really happy dog. Like I said in the video, he's a very happy-go-lucky dog. Parker ended up naming him Lucky for obvious reasons, because he said he was very lucky that we got there when we did, and he was very lucky that we adopted him. So that's how we ended up with that dog. We have bought dogs from a breeder before, but that was when I wanted a type-specific dog, and they did not have any at the pound and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, long story short, we did end up getting Lucky, who's sitting over there on the couch now, right there in his little spot. And he's fit right in with our family, and we wouldn't have done it any differently. So I urge you guys, if you are looking for a dog and you know, are ready to add another member to your family, or a cat, or whatever have you, I would urge you to go to your local humane society or shelter or whatever. And there is rescue organizations too, if you are breed specific. They have lots of rescue organizations. You can just look them up online. For instance, I believe they have Boxer Love. If you like boxers, I mean, there's all different kinds. But in my mind, why get a dog that's just from a breeder? Because sometimes you can't trust the breeder and whatever. And there's plenty of dogs out there who just want a loving home to go to that might not have a chance unless you do it. So we are very happy to have him. I would say he's one of the best dogs we've ever had, behavioral wise, and yeah. So anyway, that's the whole story on how we got Lucky, why we named him Lucky, and how things are going with him now. So I would say that took a guess on how old he was when we got him. So right now he's probably about 9 years old is what the vet guesses. So we have no real way of knowing because, you know, he didn't come in with any papers or anything like that. So we're guessing 9 years old. So he is getting older, but he still has lots of energy and hopefully lots of life left in him for us to have him with us. So anyway, guys, I had gotten asked about my pets, and that's one of them. So I don't know if you can see here, but that's my other pet, right there. That's our cat, Jinx, who is also from the Humane Society, and we got him when he was a baby. I'm not really a cat person, but he fits with our family as well. So the reason we initially got a cat is because when we were living in the Midwest, we lived out on a farm, and we had mice problems, and we thought maybe a cat might be interested in helping us with our mice problems. So, which didn't happen, but that's okay. Anyway, guys, I rambled long enough. Bye.